All right, starting this video, you can see we have our directions up. I know how to do it, but same reason I use GPS, because you never know what's going on. So there are the directions. We're gonna put rubber gloves on and safety glasses. So smart to do that. Gloves. So what we're gonna do first is obviously have the car in park, duh. We got the terminals, and now this is a point why I'm actually making this video. People always just said, you take off whichever one. That's not true with electrical components and what's been going on. So as you can see, it's the negative terminal using a wrench or whatever I got, and then disconnect the positive. So negative's off first. Your positive is going to be the one, that's red, or as you can see here, marked positive. So we're not going to touch that right now, and that's why it's a cover on that. And with the new battery, so we're going to go here and disconnect the negative, and that is what we're doing. So we're going to speed this up because it's going to take a little bit of time to use an adjustable wrench to do this. All right, get it loose, and here we go. So once it's loose, the real trick is take it off. I think you can put it on a towel or something just so it doesn't ever make a connection. So we'll go there. Negative's off. We don't want it touching it and making a connection, remembered. So I may actually follow their advice. So negative's off, and then we're going to take positive off. And before we do that too, it might be smart if you can see this harness here, take that off as well, because I'm not going to get anywhere with that being on there. There we go, off. You see how that goes on. I'll put it over there, keep things organized for you. Now we'll disconnect the positive. Flathead screwdriver would do the trick. All right, so we are off. And you know what? I'm gonna have this just over here, not touching anything. Totally works. And usually there's a handle on a battery. Flip it up. This one doesn't look like it had one. Good old champion. Take it right out. Watch we don't touch anything. So, there we go. And you know what? I'm gonna clamp this down and actually review the instructions. Again, know what I'm doing, so disconnect that, did that. Remove the battery, did it. Clean the tray. We skipped that. But it was pretty clean. Install a new battery, reconnect, and then you do it in reverse order. So this is what I wanted to touch on. Positive first, and then the negative, and then secure the battery. I'm actually gonna start with securing the battery now, because I have some room. I feel like I'm fishing. All right. So we are going to bring that back up. And remember, it's gonna be positive terminal first. All right, positive terminal first. Let's do this. So we're gonna pull this. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna use that on the old battery. There we go. Recycle whenever we can. Now it's time to do this. All right. I'm gonna tighten this bad boy. All right. I don't think it can be any tighter. Or do we want it? Okay, good. That's tight. Now the negative, which will do the same thing. Got room. Remember, I wedged it up here. Okay. Make connection. And yep, you're gonna see that. All right, cool. So, looks like we got power. All right, we're gonna call that perfect and fire it up. So let's see how this works. all set. So we are ready to rock and roll. Get a thumbs up in the dark. That's always fun. Thumbs up. And, you know, for good measure, this goes back on, obviously. Let's see the end of this. And we're just going to tighten up the rest of it down there and call it a day. So hopefully this has been helpful.